All right, guys, here we go. We've got the dream matchup here for you today at Dodger Stadium. Sandy Koufax against Dwight Gooden. Koufax has been really the star of the show here in 1962 in the National League. Sandy, 88 and 2/3 innings pitched coming into this game, 6-2 record with a 2.54 ERA. He struck out 8.8 per 9 innings in those 88 and 2/3 innings pitched. That means that he has 87 strikeouts, and of course he leads this one off against Lenny Dykstra by throwing a strike. The next ball is hit down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. And that's going to be a base hit for Dykstra. So Dykstra going the other way with that one and just barely gets that ball in there for a base hit. And so that means there's a runner on at first base here for the Mets, and see what we can do. Mookie Wilson is the next batter. Dykstra leads the world really in stolen bases with 23. Throw to first, nothing doing, and there's a strike, changeup, 0-1. And there he goes, and he's got this one stolen easily, and that's number 24, as he was there ahead of Roseburow's throw. Runner on at second now for Mookie. It's a 1-1 count, my apologies. And there's a fastball in there for a strike, 1-2 now to Mookie. And there's strike three. Mookie didn't even swing the bat that at bat, and there's a one away. That'll bring up Keith Hernandez with the runner on at second. Hit over to left field, and that's going to be foul, 0-1. You know, the doctors will tell you that you need to have less stress in your life. I'm not so sure if managing this game will do that. The Mets are not particularly good against the left-handed starting pitchers, as Hernandez fouls this one away. And we're against the best in the world. 2-2 now the count. And that is hit over to right field and foul. So Hernandez got around on that one. That was, what was that, a fastball, 91 miles an hour. Still 2-2. And there's strike three called right down the middle. There you go, and there's two away. Here comes Darryl Strawberry. Sandy throws the strike, 0-1, trying to strike out the side. There's another strike, it's 0-2. And that's hit over to right field. That's going to be easy and playable there for Duke Snider. He makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the first inning. So it's so fitting, isn't it, that it was Lenny Dykstra who winds up getting the base hit. That's so like Lenny. There's a ball low to Maury Wills from Gooden, 1-0. And a strike, 1-1. That's low again, 2-1 now the count. 3-1, that missed away. Let's head over to left field, and it's a diving play by Mookie, and he's got it for the out, one away. That brings up Willie Davis. Ball to Willie Davis. How did that one miss? I guess it was a little bit high. And there's the strike that was just right below that last pitch, a little bit outside. Fly ball over to center, and Lenny's got a beat on that. There's two away, and that'll bring up Tommy Davis. Hitting .297 is Davis, and he gets a base hit, inches closer to 300. That's hit through the right side. So Davis gets his 50th base hit of the season, and that'll bring up Duke Snider. Duke, of course, the aging Dodger, takes a ball inside, 1-0, and there's a ball low, 2-0 the count. Popped up, and that should be easy for Knight, and he makes the catch for the out. We go to the top of the second, no score. Here is Gary Carter, who has 9 home runs. He digs the ball low, 1-0. And that's blasted but foul, 1-1. Inside, 2-1 now. That misses, it's 3-1. We'll try to take this, see what happens. And of course, there's a strike, full count now on Gary. Swing and a miss, down he goes. So that's the third strikeout now for Koufax. One away, here comes Ray Knight. And that's a little line drive straight back to Koufax, 2 away. That'll bring up Santana. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. Hits this one over to the left side. It's a good play there by Willie Davis. Throws to first. We go to the bottom of the second inning, no score. Ron Fairley leads this off for the Dodgers, takes the fastball away, 1-0. There's a ball inside, 2-0. There's the strike from Gooden, 2-1. Fouled away, it's 2-2. Just hit foul, 2-2 it remains. That's a ball, full count now in Fairley. That's hit over to center, coming on hard as Dykstra. He'll get there in time, 1 away. Johnny Roseborough coming up now, hitting .202, and we're at that part of the lineup, I suppose. There's a strike to him. And this is hit over to center, and Dykstra's got that one away as well, 2 away, and here comes Jim Gilliam. Second baseman Gilliam, of course, another one of the old Brooklyn players, fouls the first pitch away, 0-1. That's low, 1-1 the count. Gilliam hitting a little bit over 300. That's low and outside. It's 2-1. There's a strike. 2-2 the count on Jim. And that is popped foul, right side. It's over to the left side, and that is also foul. Still 2-2. That's it over to right field. Strawberry can't get there in time. That's going to be a line drive base hit for Gilliam. And that's the second hit of the game for the Dodgers. That brings up Wally Moon, who's hitting 8th, left fielder. The ball away. He's hitting 344. Not sure why the computer wants him hitting so far down in the order. It's a 2-0 count on him. There's a strike, 2-1. And that's ball 3 inside, 3-1 the count, and that's wrapped up the middle for a base hit. So Moon is hitting well, and there goes Gilliam to third, and Dykstra's throw is not in time. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and here comes Sandy. Koufax fouls one away, 0-1. Takes the ball inside, hitting 062 this season, and there's another ball, 2-1. It's hit over to left field, and it's a diving play by Mookie Wilson to make the catch, and that's why we have him in there. We go to the top of the third, and it'll be Tim Tuffle to lead this off against the lefty. Tuffle not exactly a great hitter against lefties, but a little bit better than Backman. He hits a ground ball over to Maury Wills, who throws to first, 1 away. Here comes Gooden. That's hit to the right field for a base hit. So of all people, Dwight Gooden gets the base hit against Sandy Koufax. Second hit of the game from the Mets. Man, I tell you, I almost jumped out of my skin after that one. That's not what you were expecting at all. So it's a base hit for Gooden. That brings up Lenny. Here comes Dykstra. The Mets come into this game 5.5 games behind the Dodgers. We lost, of course, 2 against Houston, but the Dodgers have not been playing quite as well the last couple games, so we do have a chance. Dykstra fouls one away, then hits one deep to left. That is curving, and that is just foul, 0-2. There's a ball inside, 1-2 the count. That's hit over to left again, running for a left fielder. Who is that out there? Moon can't get there, 1-2. That's low, 2-2. Good high by Lenny, full count now. And there's ball 4 outside, and so they decide to walk Dykstra after the single by Gooden with 1 away, and they'll pitch to Mookie Wilson, and this is where the Mets can really hurt you. So Wilson up there against the lefties, hitting right-handed. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Mookie's hitting 383. Come back down to earth, it's 0-2. Didn't have a great series there against Houston. 1-2 as that's outside. There's a swing and a miss, and you can't catch up with that fastball. 92 from Sandy. 2 away, and that'll bring up Hernandez. 4 strikeouts for Koufax. There's a strike in the outside corner. And a curve for a strike. You know what that Koufax curveball looks like. 0-2. Inside. 1-2. That misses again. 2-2. Hit over to the left side, but it's easy for Willie Davis, who goes to the bag, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score, and this will bring up Maury Wills for the Dodgers. That's a strike in there to Wills. He has 21 stolen bases, so Dykstra is a little bit better. There's a ball inside. It's 1-1. A little ground ball back to Gooden. Throws to first in time for the out. 1 away. Willie Davis now. No strikeouts for Gooden. Remember, it's 86, not 85. There's a ground ball over to short, and it's going to be Santana throwing to first. 2 away. Here comes Tommy Davis. There's a strike inside corner to Tommy. 0-1. And it's a little ground ball over to Knight. Can he get him in time? I don't think so. Now Tommy Davis has that one beat out easily, and that'll bring up Duke Snider. And that is, of course, what the Dodgers will do to you. They will sort of scrap you to death. Remember the 85 Cardinals? That's the sort of team this is. 2-0 now the count to Duke. And he hits one deep to center. But Lenny's got it for the out, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. No score. Here comes Darryl. There's the strike right over the heart of the plate, 0-1. And there's a ball, 1-1. There's a strike outside corner, it's 1-2. And he hits this one deep to right. That curves, however, foul. It was off the fist a little bit. 1-2 here to Darryl. Boy, man, that curveball. Strike 3, swing and a miss by Darryl. Couldn't do anything with that one. So there's 1 away here. 5 strikeouts now for Sandy. Here comes Carter. Tell you, the Mets will strike out a lot. There's a ball high to Gary. And a ground ball over to short. It's going to be a good play there by Wills. Throws to first. 2 away. Here comes Ray Knight. He gets way around on that one. 0-1. That was a curve that didn't curve much. That's fouled away. 0-2. So Knight has been around on both of these pitches. That was a fastball. 0-2. That's low, 1 and 2. You better believe these guys are choking up. Little ground ball over to third. That's going to be a pretty easy play there for Davis. And we go to the bottom of the fourth, still no score. Classic Dodger Stadium game, and here's Ron Fairley who takes the ball low. Fouled away. It's 1-1 on Ron. Fouled away this time to the right, 1 and 2. Foul to the left, 1 and 2 it remains. And that floated high. I'm not sure how that one missed. 2 and 2. That's a little ground ball, very slow over to second. Tuffle grabs it, throws to first, 1 away. Kind of strange animation there. Here comes Roseborough. Jim takes a strike. He's hitting 200. I think he was hitting around that last time. Swing and a miss. It's 0 and 2. Here comes Dwight. And now there was a ball. They say it didn't go around. 1 and 2. Just fouled away. And that's low, 2 and 2 now the count. That's hit over to right, but Darrell's there for the out, 2 away, and that'll bring up Jim Gilliam. Bottom of the fourth, no score, nobody on. Blasted to left, but that'll go foul. It's 0 and 1 against Jim. Swing and a miss. That's that good fastball. 0 and 2. That's low. 1 and 2. Hit over to center, but Dykstra's got that easily for the out. We go to the top of the fifth inning, still no score. Here comes Santana. Fouled away by Raphael, 0 and 1. And there's a ball low, 1 and 1 the count now on Raphael. That's hit over to the right side. It's going to go foul, curving foul, 1 and 2. And so Sandy's got him set up.
Strike 3.
And there it is. Strike 3 looking. What is that, 6? Yes, 6 strikeouts for Koufax. Here comes Tim Tuffle. Ball low and inside, 1-0. And that one looked like a meatball to me, fouled away. It's 1-1. There's a strike in the outside corner, 1 and 2 now the count. And that's a ball, 2 and 2. That's high. It's a full count now on Tim. Hit to right, but foul. Still a full count. That's hit over to center. Is that going to get down? That will. That's a base hit. A line drive to center field, and Tuffle gets hit number 3 for the Mets, and that'll bring up Dwight Gooden. 1 out, and I think it's time to do a little bit of this. Gooden takes the ball. 1-0 is the count. And that one misses. It's 2-0 on Dwight. Bunt over to the right side is a good bunt. It's fielded there by Fairley. Throws over to Jim Gilliam covering, and there's 2 away now with a runner on at second. And here comes Lenny Dykstra. Lenny's 1 for 1 with a walk. And boy, he blasts that first pitch. That's going to hit the wall. That will score 1. At least a double for Lenny. He's thinking 3. There he goes to third base. He's going to get it standing up. Now he does slide. Didn't need to. Triple for Dykstra, and it's 1-0 Mets. And Lenny was all over that pitch. And look at where this curveball is. That's a curveball that's down and away, and he just blasted that one. That tells you how good a hitter Lenny Dykstra is. My goodness. Dykstra gets the 15th RBI this season. That brings up Mookie Wilson. You think we should steal home? We're not going to have a chance to. There's a pop-up over to short. Wills has that for the out, and it's 1-0 Mets. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's Wally Moon. There's a ball inside to Moon, 1-0. And there's the strike, 1-1. And now dusk is approaching. Inside, 2-1. Low, 3-1 the count. And he swings the ball 4 and hits it over to Keith Hernandez, who goes to first for the out, 1 away. Here comes Sandy. Bottom of the fifth, darkness approaching. There's a ball low to Sandy. And there's ball 2, 2-0. Fouled away, it's 2-1. There's a ground ball to short. Santana makes a good play on it, throws to first, 2 away. Here comes Maury Wills. There's a ball low, 1-0. Low and inside, it's 2-0 now. Fouled away, 2-1. Gooden, not necessarily such a strikeout pitcher here. It's a 3-1 count. He does have 52 this season, but it's not like 85. Full count now on Wills. He's looking more like a hit him at him type guy. Count remains full. And there's ball 4. So Wills finds a way to get on base, and that, of course, is a problem. We'll throw to first a couple of times here. And there's a fastball low, 1-0. And Willie Davis, I think, will try a little bit of this, and now he's not going anywhere. 2-0 the count. There's a strike, 2-1. Fouled away, it's 2-2. Apparently they're not going to steal with Wills, and there's ball 3. It's a full count. That's it over to left. That's going to hang up for Mookie, and he has it for the out. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 Mets. This is one of those games. You believe how many games we're going to have against this team? If my math is right, you get, what, like 18 games against each team? This is the first one. It's going to be an interesting season. Here's Keith, who takes a strike high, 0-1. And there's a ball. Now, that pitch was about the same place the other pitch was, so you search me. Line drive, Amari Wills is there for the out, 1 away. Here comes Darryl. Strawberry, 0 for 2. Blast this to left. And what a catch. What a play by Moon, who jumps for that and makes the catch for the out, 2 away, and that'll bring up Gary Carter. Strawberry has 8 home runs. Carter has 9. Hits this one left side foul. 0-1. We could use a big home run by you, Gary. That's hit over to right. That's not going to do it. That's going to be easy, playable for Duke, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 1-0 Mets. Here comes Tommy Davis. He's 2 for 2. The ball inside, 1-0. Ground ball to short. Santana on to first for the out, 1 away. Duke Snyder up there now, 0 for 2. There's a ball outside, 1-0. And that misses high, 2-0 the count. 3-0, so Gooden a little bit too fancy here, and he lost him on 4, so that'll bring up Ron Fairley. Gooden has not yet recorded a strikeout, and we'll see what we can do. There's a strike to Ron. And that's going to be, I think, now they're going to call it a wild pitch. I thought that was going to be a passed ball, but no, that's a wild pitch as Snyder moves up to second. And he fairly went around on that one. Now it's a 1-2 count. There's a ball inside, 2-2. There's a ball away, full count. I guess that was away. And that's low. So Gooden has walked 3, and this is the problem that we have. I know that it says Gooden's on fire, but he's been walking a lot for a man on fire. Here comes Roseborough, takes a strike, and another strike inside corner, 0-2. A good curveball fouled away. There's a ground ball. Tuffle makes the play, throws to first, and it dribbles away from Hernandez, and that's going to be, I think, an error or a base hit. It wasn't really sure there. So one or the other. That brings up Jim Gilliam. We're going to have have the corners come in here, and the others will be in double play depth. And there is a passed ball this time on Carter, and that allows the tying run to score. And it's a 1-1 ball game, and we'll have to have the infield in now. So 1-1 on that poor job by Carter, who's usually sure-handed behind the plate. Fly ball to left field. Wilson has it, throws home, and it's a great throw, and we throw him out. So it's a good play by Wilson, good play by Carter, preventing the go-ahead run from scoring. But the Dodgers tie it on a poor play by Gary Carter, and we go to the top of the 7th inning, 1-1. And here's Ray Knight once again against Sandy Koufax. He hits this one over to center, and it's going to be easy for Willie Davis, 1 away. Here comes Santana, and Knight has fallen. The ball away, 1-0. And that's a strike in the knees, 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2 now the count. It's hit over to left. Easily playable there for Moon, 2 away. Here comes Tim Tuffle. Ball outside, 1-0 and Tim. And that's inside, 2-0. Swing and a miss, who's way behind that, 2-1. That's inside, fork ball, 3-1 the count. Hit over to right center field. That'll be, who is that, Davis again for the out. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 1-1 game, only 4 hits per team. Feels like 1908. Here's Wally Moon, who takes the ball low, 1-0. And there's another one low, 2-0. Ground ball to first. Hernandez does it himself and goes to the bag, 1 away. It'll bring up Darryl Spencer coming in to hit for Koufax, so they take Sandy out of this game. Interesting decision. There's a ball away to Spencer. And another one away. It's 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Fouled away. It's 2-2. It's fouled away again. In real life, I doubt this would happen. But there may be reasons why the computer manager is doing this. That's fouled away again. Spencer's fouled away a couple of pitches. Taking Koufax out in the bottom of the 7th, but I'm guessing the computer wants to save him for further action. A fly ball over to center. Dykstra has it, 2 away. Here comes Maury Wills, and it might be the right decision to make in this situation when it's a tie ball game. Swing and a miss by Wills, 0-1. There's a ball inside. 1-1 the count. It's hit, golfed over to left. That's going to be a base hit that lands in front of Wilson, and Wills finds a way to get aboard. Here comes Willie Davis, and this is where Wills starts running, and he's got this one stolen easily. So 20-second stolen base for Wills, and here comes Davis, who blasts this one to right. That's going to be foul, I think. Yes, just barely foul ball. 0-2. Ground ball to short. Santana on to first, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Now we have the same decision to make, and I think we're going to do the same thing. And you know who we like to pinch hit with. Gorgeous George comes up. George Foster will be the pinch hitter here. He is going to go up against Ron Peranowski. Peranowski, 22 2/3 pitch, 2.38 ERA. I think we have a better chance against him, though. Swing and miss by Foster, who looked bad. 0-1. So they've replaced the lefty with the righty, and there's a fly ball to center by George, and that's going to be Davis making the catch. One away. Here comes Dykstra. There's a strike and ball, inside. 1-0. Dykstra 2 for 2 today. Fouled away. It's 1-1. That's inside. 2-1 the count. There's ball 3. We'll have him take this. That's a called strike that puts the count full. Fouled away. Fouled away again. So the count remains full. Dykstra doing a good job getting out ahead of this. And there's a ground ball through the first baseman. That's going to be a base hit. Here goes Lenny for 2. Good throw will beat him, but he's in there with the double, and he's in there standing up. The throw wasn't even to the bag. It was a little bit off to the cutoff man. And that brings up Mookie Wilson. So the Mets have a chance to make something happen here. 1-1 ball game, top of the 8th inning. We just lost a heartbreaker in 12. Let's see if we can win this. And that's a line drive hit over to the left side. Davis makes the catch for the out, and Dykstra fortunate to get back to second. That brings up Keith Hernandez. Hernandez, the big RBI man, takes a strike. 33 this season. Fouled away. It's 0-2. There's a ball low. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He couldn't catch up with that one, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. And so we waste a chess piece, and now the question is, do we want righties or lefties? We want to go with the lefties, and we don't have any lefties ready, so it's going to be Terry Leach who will come into this ball game, and we'll have to take our lumps here, I think. So Leach comes in, and he'll be up against Tommy Davis. Then I think a diet of lefties. That's fouled away. It's 0-1. Ground ball to third. Knight to first, 1 away. Here comes Duke Snyder. Popped up. Good pitch by Leach. Has popped up, and it's going to be the shortstop Santana for the out, 2 away. Here now is Ron Fairley. 1-1 ball game, close game. Ground ball to first, and Keith does it himself to the bag. We go to the top of the 9th inning. And here comes Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry 0 for 3 today, but he can make this a new ball game with one swing of the bat. There's a ball low to him, 1-0. There's another ball low, 2-0. Darryl, one of the more feared hitters in the National League, hits this one foul, I believe, to the right side. Yep, that's going to land foul. 2-1. Fouled away again, 2-2. Darryl does strike out a lot. And that's strike 3. Peranowski got him in there with that fastball. Nothing he could do about it. 1 away. Here comes Carter. Carter also with a quiet game so far, swing and a miss. He's 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. And it's fouled away. It's 0-2. He's set up. Away. 1-2. And that is just fouled. 1-2. Hit over to the right side. It's going to be a foul ball. Out of play. Ground ball to short. That'll be Wills who throws to first, 2 away. And here comes Ray Knight. And the Mets will go down quietly as Knight also hits one over to Wills. First pitch swing. We go to the bottom of the 9th. So Terry Leach will face the bottom part of the Dodger order. And there's a ball high to Roseboro, and now a strike. 1-1 the count. That's fouled away. It's 1-2. 1 run, 5 hits for each team. The Mets do have an error, and that's hit over to the gap in right center field. Nobody playing there, and it's a long way to run for Strawberry. And Roseboro is going to get a triple out of this one, and he's in there. The throw goes home of all places. And that's going to be a problem. Here comes Jim Gilliam, and the Mets are going to need a different pitcher here, I think. We'll put Roger McDowell back in this game. We're putting him in because he's kind of who we have, but that's definitely not the way we wanted to start that inning. We'll put the infield in, and we'll hope that we can do something to cut off this run. 3 chances here now for the Dodgers, and there's a strike to Gilliam, 0-1. There's a slider low, 1-1. A blast to the left field, that'll be foul just barely, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Low, 3-2, full count. And that's low, so Gilliam gets the walk, and here comes Wally Moon, and we'll have the infield in again. Remember, that runner on first doesn't matter. We only care about the one on third, and there is a ball high, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Fly ball, left field, curving foul. Wilson won't get there, 1-2. Ground ball, and that's booted, and Tuffle with the bad play, and that will allow the winning run to score. And that does it. Dodgers win this one 2-1. They just squeak by the Mets, and the Mets lose this one in the 9th inning. So this is 3 games in a row now that we've lost, and this was the 2nd game in a row that we lost that we really probably should have won. Another poor starting pitching performance. Gooden pitched a while, but didn't strike anybody out, and didn't look very good at it at all. So the Mets lose this one 2-1. And it's going to be a long uphill battle from here on, I'll tell you that. Final score again, 2-1. Not much offense, but it was exciting nonetheless. Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.